My name is Lizette Tapia Raquel. I am an ordained elder of the United Methodist Church, and I am a professor of theology and ethics at Union Theological Seminary. Of course, you can also call me Mother of Dragons, at kilig na kilig ako pag tinatawag ninyo akong Mother of Dragons. I came to know MCC through people, individuals. In previous years, CJ Agbayani was my classmate. And then, of course, Binibining Kakay Pamaran and Joseph San Jose, your pastor, were also my students. No? And through them, the LGBTQI issue was no longer an issue. The LGBTQI issue became embodied. It was no longer something to be solved, something to be talked about, but it was something to be, not rather something, but someone, some people to be embraced, welcomed, celebrated, affirmed. I learned from them, and I think that from them I became more human. More importantly, I think I became more divine. I also had the chance to meet Stedney, Ken Martin, and Mono West from the Mother Church, and all these people, in a sense, welcomed me. As a feminist theologian, there were times when I felt rejected by some people in my own church. At MCC and with MCC, new doors were opened for me and I felt welcome. So I think we welcomed each other and created safe spaces for each other. A few years back, I was invited to one of your seminar conferences entitled Outing God. It was for this conference that I first wrote my first queer theological paper. It was entitled Beyond Israel, Escaping Eden. And I talked about how both Israel and Eden have been used to sacralize patriarchy and heteronormativity. I spoke about how beyond Israel, David did not have to become the ultimate heterosexual lover and could love Jonathan. Perhaps he would have been more compassionate and just if you could love Jonathan freely. It was the beginning of my continuing commitment to write, speak, and advocate for LGBTQI rights. I think the campaigns and services like HIV testing of MCC for people living with HIV/AIDS and others has also impacted me, and not just me, but also our community at UTS. It was easy and natural because we knew Joseph and Kakay, who were advocates of the same. And these are the people who really touched and transformed the UTS community by their very existence and persistence. The last time I spoke at MCC in 2019, I think, my sister, who is a lesbian, joined me and my family. We were all there. Sobrang saya. My sister was so happy to know that there is an Open Table MCC. I think because of what I share about Open Table MCC, people who would otherwise feel like the church will only condemn them can come to me and entrust me with their stories and struggles. Parang hindi lang ako Methodist pastor. Parang MCC Open Table pastor na din ako. And that for me is a great honor to be associated with MCC. Kailangan pa ba ang isang simbahang tulad ng Open Table MCC o hindi na? Bottom line, what kind of a question is that? Why do you even ask that question? I think your church is one of the most authentic, fabulous, and welcoming churches I have ever experienced. Ultimately, your very existence is a proclamation that LGBTQI persons have the equal right to be here, to be, and to become whoever they want to be. Your existence and unwavering courage to be your authentic selves enables others to be true to themselves as well. I think that Open Table MCC no longer just exists for itself. To me, you are a beacon, a lighthouse in rainbow colors that will continue to help people find their way. I love the words of Kalito Manalili, whose life's work has been devoted to community organizing for people's empowerment. He said something like, "Huwag tayong magmamaliw sa pagmamahal sa kapwa at bayan." Ulitin ko, huwag tayong magmamaliw sa pagmamahal sa kapwa at bayan. Ultimately, our passion for equal rights is not just for LGBTQI persons, but for all. My hope is that Open Table MCC will be unwavering in your commitment to join the mass movement for true liberation. After all, no one is truly free until all are free. Happy anniversary sa inyong lahat.